right, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode number 984. Happy Thursday. Look at that. I got a little sweat on my forehead. Good morning. Happy Thursday. What's going on in Chicago? Woo. Before we dive into Chicago Bears talk, I do want to talk a little baseball. Cubs. Ooh. Gonna talk Cubs. Cubs lost, got smoked last night to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Even worse, though, was a Justin Steele start. You know, a couple weeks ago, he was arguably the favorite to win the National League Cy Young. But over the last two starts, Blake Snell has cemented his place to win the award this year. Last two starts, Snell has been dominant, where Justin Steele has been the opposite. And he's just running out of gas. Here's a crazy stat. Justin Steele, 10 pro seasons. 10 pro seasons for Justin Steele. This is his third major league season. Last year was really his first full major league season. He's only thrown 100 innings once before this year. Last year, he tossed 119 innings. This year, he's already at 168 innings. Prior to last year, the most he had ever pitched, I think, was 98. So he's just running out of gas. And that's just this Cubs team, man. It's just not built to last through the postseason or even a postseason run. I'm going to stand by 6-6 finish to the season, or 6-6 finish, last 12 games. So currently 1-1. My prediction is they take 2 out of 3. So I think they'll win today against the Pirates. I think they'll take 2 out of 3 against the Rockies. And then I think they'll take 1 of 3 against each of the Braves and Brewers next week to wrap up the season, and should limp into a playoff set. It's probably going to be that third wild card. At this point, Cubs are still on pace to win 84 games, but the Diamondbacks, I think they're on pace to win 86. So it might take 85, 86 wins for that second wild card spot. So I've kind of resigned to the fact that the Cubs will limp in with that third wild card. The good news, even with the Cubs losing last night, the Marlins and Reds, who they're battling for that last wild card spot, also lost. So Cubs still hang on to the third wild card spot, I think by a half game. So Cubs and Pirates wrap it up at Wrigley today. Off day tomorrow. Start a series with the Rockies on Friday. Bad news Cubs, bad news Bears. A lot of shit going on at Hallis Hall yesterday. Holy moly. It was like hold my beer times 3 yesterday. What in the hell? Hey, speaking of, no, it has nothing to do with the Bears, Cubs, or Hallis Hall. Plumber came yesterday. Now, my plumber is got into cards. I influenced him. As he walked back and forth through my card room when they were plumbing, he got the bug. He's like, yeah, I collected when I was a kid, and seeing all your cards, it kind of brought all those memories, and I got into it. So about a month ago, he was here, and he's like, so I kind of went full on into cards, because he had mentioned previously, like, asking about different boxes at Walmart and Target. And then all of a sudden he just kind of like, you ever heard of Whatnot? And I'm like, yeah. So about a month ago, he's telling me about Whatnot, and he like hit it big, like beginner's luck, big time on Whatnot, some of these breaks. So yesterday was a different story. So he's like, I'm like, you still buying cards? And he kind of looked down like in shame. He goes, oh yeah. So when he saw this, when he was here last month, he saw that case and he's like, where'd you get that? So I showed him the link. And so he ended up buying one. I mean, he's only been back in a month, maybe 6 weeks. And he's got a case like that filled with and he's just buying cards that he wants. He was getting into Whatnot breaks. But he told me he deleted the app. He goes, I had to delete the app. I ended up losing like 1,500. Like I had nothing. So he's telling me about Whatnot. And I've only been on Whatnot once. It was, I don't know, several months ago watching a break. And it just wasn't for me. And I think I since deleted the app. So he's telling me like boat races and spin the wheel and you'll get it's gamified. And so you buy in and then it's a carny game. Whatnot, at least some of these, I know there's straight breaks and there's a bunch of different shit on Whatnot. Does anybody in here in the chat go on Whatnot? But what he's explaining to me was like a carny game. And it's like, yeah, of course you're going to lose your money. It's a carny game. He's like, yeah, it's $100 per spin. And if you get the treasure chest, you get to move on. Like, what the hell is this? Super Mario Brothers? What the hell are you doing? So he deleted the app. Probably good. So like, that does not appeal to me whatsoever. So he's taken the smarter route, I think. And he's just buying singles that he wants. And I'm not gonna be one of the curmudgeons. I like that word now. Not gonna be a curmudgeon. Don't buy wax. Buy cards you want. I like ripping wax. It's like there's entertainment value. There's entertainment value in ripping wax. Now, I'm very careful what I rip and what I buy. But I do enjoy it. Sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I don't. Bowman Chrome. I knew that was going to be probably I'm losing my money, but it was fun. It was fun. I did sell one of my, I sold my yellow auto yesterday for $100. So and I had the 2 boxes that I ripped better than most. Like that was a really good break and I'm still losing money on it. I pulled the Gunnar Henderson image variation that sold for $150. The yellow auto sold for $100. I pulled out of my 5 autos. 3 of the 5 were color or serial number. The Feldman Celestine refractor, just non-auto refractor, sold for $60. What else sold? The Vargas base auto sold for I think $170, $165. What else? There was one other color or 2 other color. The Beltre and Andy Beltre. I think I still have that, which I think is the atomic refractor auto. And then there was one other. But I knew going in, I'm not going to make my money back on this. But it was fun and it was a gamble. And as long as you play within your means, it's okay. But Whatnot, I don't know about that. If I want to play a video game, I'll hook up my Sega Genesis and play NBA Jam. So what's going on in the chat? Good morning. Happy Thursday. George is in the house. What's happening, George? Uncle Rich is here. I know this bit. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Good morning, Dorky Angler. What's happening? Merle's in the house. Good morning. Victor is here. Shit show with the Bears and Cubbies. The Cubs are cubbing. The Cubs are cubbing. That's what the Cubs are doing. This is like good. This is like lovable losers. Oh, wait till this is Cubs. This is the Cubs baseball I grew up with. Like just limping down the stretch. With every win, there's hope. With every loss, it's season over. That's where we're at right now. We're back to the old days of Cubs baseball. Well, typical Cubs. I heard my dad say that every summer. Typical Cubs. Wait till next year. Lovable losers. Hobby Evolution magic number is 16. Here we go. Let's go. Can you believe that? Already September 21st. Hey, isn't this the vernal equinox? Is today the first day of fall? Or is it at sundown? When does the vernal equinox? Oh, let's Google it. First day of fall. 2023. First day of fall. Oh, September 23rd. I was way off. September 23rd is the first full day of fall. So that is, what day is that? Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is the first day of fall. Dan's in the house. Good evening. Good evening, Dan. James wants to know, you fill up those 25-cent boxes? Yeah, I'll have, let's see. I think I'll have 2 or 3 new baseball boxes. At least 1 new football box. And I think there's 2 new basketball boxes. And I'll have a non-sport box as my quarter boxes. And then I'll have new stuff in the dollar boxes. Again, there's a lot of stuff I'm regretting putting in the dollar boxes because I know I can sell it on eBay for more. But it's like $1 in hand today is better than waiting and hoping later on. So dollar boxes are going to be loaded. I've got a whole tub of binders, like the old baseball card album binder, but they're the nice ones. They're not all beat up. So I'll have those for sale. I've got trading card dividers that I need. I've been planning to bring those a couple different shows, and I always forget. Card savers, top loaders, and then I'll have a few $50 boxes. Those will be 4-row boxes, formerly quarter boxes that have been picked through. So cherry-picked quarter boxes for $50. Zach and Porter. Oh, and that's, by the way, that's this Saturday. Let's throw that on the board. Shop My Bargain Boxes Midwest premiere this Saturday and Sunday. It's a 2-day show. Indoor Sports Center, Loves Park, which is next to Rockford. Saturday and Sunday. See me there. Zach and Porter in the house. What's happening? Harlan is here. Good morning. JW, what's happening? Dorky Angler, put in my day off request for the 1000th on Tuesday. And yesterday I had someone call me for an interview trying to switch departments and go to the sports book. Very cool. Good luck with that. Mark Marinello, what's up? He's got Lucy on his thumbnail. It could be worse. You could be a Mets and Jets fan. That would be worse this year. This year, that would be worse. Johnny M, what's up? Hate to admit it, but you were right. My Allen and Ginter cases have shipped and will be here tomorrow. Yeah, blowout, man. They're on the mark. They are on the mark. Tomorrow, Allen and Ginter release, but we've seen some already hit the wild. Andy Mack, good morning. Peter, what's up? PK Steinberg in the house. Never heard of it. Good morning. And go Acuna. Hell no to whatnot in Timu? I've never heard of Timu. Timu? Andy Mack says gamified equals ripped off. That's kind of how I see it. I think of carnival games, and what are carnival games? Rip-offs. I'm with you. James says I did whatnot for a month. It's addictive at first. Money grab. I agree. Tip of the mitt. What's up? Good morning. Red Light 34 in the house. Mark says, think Blake Snell clinched the Cy Young. He's going to cash in free agency. Yeah, the last 2 starts, it's been the opposite direction. Like 2 weeks ago, there was a valid argument for either Justin Steele or Blake Snell. Like I realistically, either one at that point in time 2 weeks ago could have made their point with the stats for winning the Cy Young. Since then, Blake Snell has had 2 great starts. Justin Steele has had 2 bad starts. So now it's pretty much, now Steele's probably fighting for that runner-up with who's behind him. Gallen, although Gallen, I think, has struggled as well. Strider, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what Vegas has on the odds. Have they updated? I wonder if there's any updated odds. I mean, probably not since last night. National League Cy Young odds. Go to covers. Last updated 2 days ago, September 19th. Looks like Garrett Cole has it in the bag. I think he's kind of been running away with it in the American League. So Steele's still second on the wow, way ahead. So Blake Snell's the favorite. Justin Steele is plus 550. This is the DraftKings odds. Spencer Strider is plus 7,000. Zach Gallen plus 8,000. Zach Wheeler plus 9,000. Logan Webb plus 10,000. It was much closer about a month ago. So Steele still looks like he's kind of locked into that. I think you could say Snell, Steele, 1, 2, and then third is just kind of open. Zach and Porter says, collect what you enjoy, but do it within your means. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Speaking of collecting what you enjoy, guess what I did off and on yesterday? Started sorting I've started several times, but sorting my Cubs. This time, however, I've got a little more. I want it to be streamlined. And the reason I've held off on sorting my Cubs is because I don't want to just sort and then all of a sudden they're not organized. I want to sort and organize. So what I've been doing is I sort my Cubs by last name. And I've been thinking I'm going to have mini boxes of S. So I just have a 4-row box and then I just S. And it's I'm going to have to go through and sort again by player. So I think what I'm going to do is, and I kind of started yesterday with Sandberg and Sosa, because I had one of the boxes was filled with Sandberg and Sosa cards. So I set those off to the side because during when COVID first hit, when the pandemic first hit, that's what I was using my extra time on, sorting my Cubs. And I ended up sorting a couple 100,000, but I wasn't sorting them all by player. Chico Walker and Scott Sanderson were not getting their own box, but Sammy Sosa, Ryan Sandberg, Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo were. So I do have boxes started of a lot of the, pretty much all of the icons. So I think that's what I'm going to do as I sort. I'm going to set aside those, and then it'll be my life's work to sort 1 million cards. But it is a little therapeutic. Something with cards that I'm enjoying. So and I cleared a shelf because it's I have every shelf occupied, but it's if I can consolidate some of this stuff and make a shelf specifically for Cubs, I'll put them there. So I've got a shelf for my Cubs and put them each box alphabetically. Once a box gets, that's because I'm using one of the sorting trays and they fill up fast. So once I get a whole stack of M's, I'll go put them in, start over. When that box of M gets filled, put it in the card room, create a new box for M, rinse and repeat. Kyle, good morning. What's happening? Victor says, on a budget when buying, I'll be at Rockford this weekend, so we'll see. Awesome. Looking forward to it. A collector's dream. Good morning. Dorky Angler says, you have NBA Jam and we haven't had a Hobby Evolution tourney yet. Yes. Thanks to my buddy, Nuke. We traded about a year ago, I think. Maybe 6 months ago. So he traded me a Sega Genesis console and NBA Jam. I think it's tournament edition. So I haven't busted it out here at the new house. I had to buy a converter so I could play it on the modern TVs. But yes, love it. And I had a couple Sega games at my mom's house. And the one that I've told the story, my famous Christmas story of being a bad little boy and opening up a Christmas present early and playing a game, NBA Live 95, NBA Live 95, I think. Mitch Richmond's on the cover. Still had that. I think I kept that around just for nostalgia purposes. And it's fun. Or no, I think it's 9. Is it 98? Might be NBA Live 90. No, maybe it is 95. Whoever, let's just Google it. NBA Live, Mitch Richmond. 97. NBA Live 97. Okay. I think. Let's do an image search. Yep, NBA Live 97. Oh, what a freaking awesome game. Oh my god. Let's present. Share screen. Oh, what a freaking awesome game. Can I look at that. Look at that. Can I play this on not play it, but just play the video? Oh wait, it's not showing. Oh, because I've got to present a new screen. Let's NBA Live 97. Oh wow. That's Spud Webb. So who's playing here? Is this the Sacramento Kings and Dallas Mavericks? No, Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, the Kings. Well, it's Mitch Richmond, of course. Oh, here we go. The running three. What was really cool about NBA Live 97 was you could create your own players. And I was a huge Iowa Hawkeyes fan. So I would create, and this was when Jess Settles was on the Hawkeyes for like his 12th year. Dean Oliver, who's now here in Madison, actually lives a mile down the road from me. Who else was on that Hawkeyes team? Was Kingsbury, Chris Kingsbury, was he on the team? Kingsbury? Can't remember. But man, so I created the whole Hawkeyes team. I think what year was I in school? 97. I was probably not playing basketball as a freshman. I might have been playing freshman. Oh my God. I love it. Freaking love this game. I would create in study hall. I wouldn't do homework. I would bracket out a tournament to play NBA Live. And so, especially like leading up to like Christmas time, that was like my big thing was having, oh man, Sacramento 51-14. Oh, that's over. Okay. So I would create like a tournament, and like draft these tournaments in study hall and then play them out during Christmas break. Where we at? Love me some NBA Live 97. Where we at? Here we are. Card Hobbyist. Boxes of cards have entertainment value that is overlooked by those who only care about card value. Boxes of cards have entertainment value that is overlooked by those who only. That's true. There is. It's like, yeah, I understand boxes can be expensive, but there's entertainment value. Like, it's fun for me. And there's been times where I've been lost and it hasn't been fun for me because why? The last 4 words in that sentence. I only cared about the card value. And I only cared about ripping them as fast as I could to get them listed on eBay to make my money back and profit. And that's when it became not fun. Now, it's still a business for me, and I'm still listing. When I buy a box, I'm still gonna, list it and sell for profit. I'm gonna keep the Cubs, but there's entertainment. You know, it's fun to get a box and get a 6-pack, get out your penny sleeve, top loaders, rip a box, go through them, look at the backs, and enjoy it. And it's like, I mean, it's better than going to the movie for me. It's more entertaining than going to the movies. There's entertainment value. Red Light 34 says Saturday. I don't know what Saturday means. This Saturday, I'll be in Loves Park, Illinois, Indoor Sports Center, Midwest premiere. Donald Davis, good morning. I did watch a couple whatnot sales, and not for me. If I'm paying money, I want something to show for it, not empty pockets. Absolutely. That's what my plumber buddy, that's what he ran into. All of a sudden, he was spending money and not getting anything in return. Tip of the mitt. Oh, damn, my kids are hooked on Temu. Miscellaneous BS China crap for sale. Temu. I've never heard of Temu. What the hell is Temu? Oh, wow. I've got my stream. Okay, there we go. Temu. So is Temu like an Alibaba online marketplace operated by Chinese e-commerce company PDD Holdings, headquartered in Boston? Oh, PDD's headquartered in Boston. Interesting. First time I've heard of it. Is there anything good on there? Flipping sports guy in the house. Buyer beware on Blake Snell this offseason. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because look at his last couple years. I mean, hey, teams will pay. Teams will absolutely pay. I wouldn't want to be a fan of my team. I wouldn't want my team that I'm a fan of paying for Blake Snell this offseason. David, what's up? Good morning. Bucky Bob in the house. Oh, shit. Bucky Bob pulled an Ethan Salas auto of 150 from my Bowman Chrome HTA box. First time in a while, I'll make my money on a hobby box. Oh, man. Nailed it. Nailed it. Dorky Angler says, yikes, I would be careful on there. I think quite a few people are getting hacked on that site. Credit cards, Snapchats, and Facebook accounts. Temu. Interesting. Mr. Smith says, good morning. Heading on vacation this morning. I'm experimenting. If I continue to list while I'm away, I'll sell 5+ items per day. Always good to experiment. I think it's good to, if you do go away, I think it's good to, even if you take a stack of cards with you and just list, typically when I go to spring training, I put my store in vacation mode, but I'll buy people can still come and shop and buy stuff out of my store, but it's got that out of office. But I'll go out and I'll buy, a few blaster boxes and I'll list cards while, after a game in the hotel room and, and I don't think it's as important to list every day as it is just to do stuff within eBay, sending offers, responding to offers, just activities within eBay. It's kind of a misconception that if you list every day, the algorithm rewards you, where in fact, it's just you're listing new inventory. So people that follow your store see new inventory. And what do people like? The new shiny stuff. Ooh, Mr. Smith has new stuff in his store. I'm going to buy this. So I think it's as long as you do activities within eBay, it's not necessarily listing. The more new stuff you list, yeah, you're going to have a better chance of selling more stuff because it's new. People love new. But the other stuff is just as beneficial, mainly sending offers and responding to offers. Sheena's in the house. What's up? Good morning. He's coming out to the Midwest premiere this weekend. Loves Park, Illinois. Indoor Sports Center. Kyle says, had a message from 5-star Matt yesterday. PSA DNA order is back. The Goodwill Matt Kenseth auto you gave me is in there. Very cool. Very cool. Johnny Boy Cards, what's happening? Dave, Mr. Arnold in the house. No F-bombs this morning. In the event Bushnell Prairie City High School Chemistry is listening. Shout out BPC. Mitch was 1997, got it for Christmas for the Super Nintendo. Very cool. Mine was Sega Genesis. I was a Sega kid. Now, I loved the original NES, Nintendo, but I was a Sega guy. And I think I'm persuaded pretty easily. And I think the reason that I became a Sega guy was NBA Jam. I don't think it originally, and I'm saying originally, I understand NBA Jam came out for Super Nintendo, but originally I think it was only on Sega Genesis. I don't think NBA Jam came out on Super Nintendo until later. Now, my buddy Brandon, he had Super Nintendo. So I'd get my Super Nintendo fix at his place, and we'd play, there's a wrestling game. It was like Royal Rumble or something. It was awesome. Loved it for SNES. And then there was a football game. There was a football game for Super Nintendo that you could create your own teams, and it had NFL and college, I think. And then you could create high school. So we would create high school teams. I can't remember what the name of the game was, but it was on Super Nintendo. And then I had Sega Genesis. So I was NBA Jam, what else was I had Royal Rumble or something for Sega. What else was I playing for Sega? Tony La Russa Baseball. That was one of my first games. Man, what else did I have for Sega? Sega. James says, oh man, drinking Sunny Delight and playing NBA Jam. Heck yeah. It's probably why I have high blood pressure, is from when I was in junior high, drinking Mountain Dew, eating a box of Cheez-Its, and playing NBA Jam. Getting those controllers all messy. Brian, what's up? I'm even old enough to have played that beautiful game. Oh, wonderful. Love it. Mark says, wouldn't be easier to sort your Cubs by year and maker? No, that would be harder. That would actually be harder. Because a lot of years, especially like there was a time period like in the 90s and even into the 2000s where I have no... In fact, when my buddy Brian was over the other night, there was a Nolan Ryan card, collector's choice. And the back, like usually, you know what year it is by on the back. Oh, that's a 2022. So on the back, it said 93. So I'm like, oh, it's a 93 collector's choice Nolan Ryan. He's like, oh, and I'm like, it's number 520. It's like, I can't find it. He's like, let me look at 94. He's like, is it 94? The front of the collector's choice card says 94, but the back where you look, where usually that's the year it is 93. And that's also the main reason why I wanted to move away from that with sorting my eBay store. Was A, it took too much time sorting, but then B, there were instances like that where it's actually a 94 card, but I think it's a 93. So then I'm looking at 93. I can't find it. And then it's like, well, maybe it's 92. Look at 92. It's not in there. Oh, maybe 94. Oh, here it is. So that's why I don't want to sort by year or product. NBA Live 2000, they put Jordan on it. Oh, interesting. See, I think I had moved on. I think I was playing PlayStation I think I got a PlayStation in 99. But did I have any basketball game? I don't think I was really into basketball by that point. PlayStation Driver was do you remember Driver? Is there a YouTube video on Driver? Driver, you are the wheel man. Driver for PlayStation. So if you've never played Driver or seen Driver, let's see. I wonder if this video is going to have it. Skip that ad. All right. Oh, shit. I want to present. So Driver, and the reason I bought a Sega was for NBA Jam. The reason I got a PlayStation was for this game, Driver. You are the wheelman. So I was buying what the hell magazine? Electronic Gaming's Monthly. I was buying Electronic Gaming's Monthly, and I saw an ad for Driver. And then I think the next month they put like, remember memory cards? Oh shit. You could save your game. They put like an actual. So right now we're watching just like the intro scene. Let's fast forward it. Oh, now we got freaking ads. Come on, man. Oh man, let's see. Remember this? Oh wait. Okay, so he's gonna do that. I don't even know what channel this is. Oh, he's gonna take a ride. Yeah, you could take a ride. You could select options, gameplay. Oh yeah, your cop difficulty. Ooh, hard. That means the cops are gonna be right on you. So basically, Driver, the reason for this game is you're like a wheelman, and you're doing these. You go through these challenges or something, and you're the getaway car, and it's actual like cities. Like I think Miami, I think Chicago was on either driver
Truth
1 or
is,
driver
Tanner,
2.
3 years on the department, you're still the best driver I got.
This part is
we don't get too many ex-racing boys in here.
The boss or whoever is in charge. He's like
Low-life
giving
rumble
you
in Miami is there's a hunt on for a guy who can pump the gas.
for this mission.
Big getaway, big job.
Missions.
Maybe even some kind of hit.
All right, here we got. Oh, here's the parking garage. Yeah. So there you go. And then, this is like brake test. It looks really. This is like not the game. Come on. Oh, here we go. Now we're in Miami. This is driver. So you've got car in the upper left. You've got damage. That's how much damage is on your car. Felony. That means like how many. Basically, if you're at full felony, you're like number 1 most wanted. Jeez, the geese are loud. A lot of geese in the pond this morning. Ducks being This is the reason. This is the main reason I bought this. Kind of gaming we had. And I got it. Oh, there you go. You got to do something with that guy. Is he going to get in the car? What's he going to do? What's happening here? Get us out of here! Now we've got a felony in our hands, fellas. At least we've got not much damage on our car. But cops are going to be that's a cop. Then then when you start running from the cop, once a cop sees you, your felony goes up. Oh no! Your felony goes up. So and then if you look on the map, like in the but on the map in the bottom right corner of the game screen, that's where you gotta go. So I know, we're gonna damage our car. But see the arrow, it's like the wider the arrow is, the further out you want to get the arrow down. Now that I'm in my 40s, it looks, I understand it. But when I was a dumbass kid, 16, 15, however old I was, how much farther do I have to go? Listen to this. Oh shit, the cops are after us. And now our felony's going up because driver, you are the winner. I think we lost. We lost the cop. And we're almost there. We're almost to the lock. So they had a demo CD in Electronic Gaming Monthly, and I played it. I'm like, oh my god! My buddy Steph came down to Electronics Boutique or whatever video game store it was. Slow down. All right, are the guys gonna get out? Boom! Yes, mission complete. Well done. I played this. I'm like, Seth, dude, I gotta buy this game when it comes out. And I'm just like itching to get this game. Driver, you are the wheel man. Who knew on Hobby Evolution we'd be watching old video games? Where we at? He's heating up. He's on fire. Luke Recker, yes. Rucker, what the hell was his name? Rucker. Guy Rucker, yes. Luke Recker was on there. Guy Rucker. Yep. Well, Recker and Rucker were two different guys. Luke Recker was, I think, a transfer from Indiana, and Guy Rucker was a Hawkeye. Tip of the mitt, I keep some old cheap junk wax on hand and cheap boxes on hand for late night hazy entertainment. Love it. Brian says, I use Whatnot all the time to win free giveaways. I rarely buy anything. You're like Low Roller Scratcher. You're looking for those skill games, those free bonus. JW says, yeah, Timo is the new big thing. Cheap. They have a lot of cheap stuff. Mr. Smith says, unfortunately, I'm flying internationally, so no blasters for me. Bummer. Tracy says, good morning. Homecoming parade moved to today due to weather. I'm in charge of it. Going to be a fun day. Homecoming. I think, no, not this. My alma mater's homecoming, I think, is next weekend. JW says, my sales have been pretty slow this week, unfortunately. Hoping it will rebound soon. Thought it might have been from the new releases recently. I mean, I can't really speak to last week. My sales sucked, or 2 weeks ago, my sales sucked. Last week they were great, but I was running a 50% off sale, so volume was high. This week, Monday sales were just abysmal, which was to be expected after a week of 50% sales. Tuesday, I was pleasantly surprised, even though I missed my goal by a few bucks. I was pleased. Yesterday, I surpassed my goal, but I did have kind of a sale that was a little higher that helped those numbers. I like the Nintendo with Mike Tyson Punch-Out. Great game. Card Hobbyist said Driver was fun. Mr. Smith, I'm in the middle of switching over from product over to team. It's much easier to sort through by uniform guys are wearing. Dan says, didn't realize this was a pre-GTA type game. Yes. Yeah. Driver, you are the wheelman. Oh, no. You made it. Let's see. I know it's overkill for 9-year-olds, but I keep hitting and fielding stats for them. I have a kid hitting 800 through 5 games. New direction for the channel. Yeah, watching old video games. Sports card ripping teacher. I was in kindergarten for my first Cubs game. The game was postponed due to darkness. So we know your age now. At that point, I should have known something was up. Being a Cubs fan, I'm in too deep. Go Cubs, go. Heck yeah. Sports card ripping teacher. Nolan Ryan started the game and Greg Maddux took the loss. What happened with that guy? Got to run. Thank you very much. Johnny M says, should I take a $130 offer on a Bowman Chrome Basalo base auto? Was asking $150. Oh yeah, 100%. If you got $150 on it, you've got a $130 offer. Take it all day. Absolutely. Card Hobbyist says there was a game called Stuntman on PS2 that was fun, but really frustrating trying to beat. That's the thing with Driver. I had more fun just driving around and causing crashes than I did actually playing the game. That was my ADD. Let's see. Flawed Thinker says, as long as you're in the positive, take it. Collector's Dream says, take it. I agree. Take it. Take it to the bank. So what the hell's happening at Hallis Hall, man? What in the hell is going on? So Justin Fields, by the way, I take everything back on all my preseason Bears predictions. Take it all back. Take it all back. Justin Fields came out and says he's playing robotic. He was asked, why are you playing robotic? He says, coaching. Like, whoa, shit. He just threw his coaches under the bus. Boom. Johnny sold it. Congrats. And then rumors are flying around. Reporters are asking about Alan Williams, who's the defensive coordinator. He's been missing from the team. He hasn't been coaching. Where's Alan Williams? All of a sudden, these crazy wild rumors. I'm not going to repeat them. If you want to see the rumors or read about the rumors, go to Twitter, go to Reddit. They're all over the place. And it's just crazy. And there's like all these mixed reports. And all of a sudden, so next, Justin Fields like walks back his statement about coaching. And then the Bears release their backup quarterback, Nathan Peterman. And then Alan Williams resigns. But the Bears like don't even comment. They just release this statement. Alan Williams has resigned as defensive coordinator. And then it cites like family and health reasons. Brad Biggs, who's like the main Bears like top beat reporter, he's like, the last 3 days we've been under the impression that it has nothing to do with family or health. Okay. Then Alan Williams' attorney comes out and does an interview on the Score Sports Radio and says, like, oh, it's for health. Like, what? These rumors aren't true. There was a rumor that the FBI raided Hallis Hall and Alan Williams' home. Then there was a rumor that it was Peanut Tillman broke the news to upper man. Like, who knows if any of this? Some people are saying like the original guy who reported this could be killing his. He looks like a younger dude who's trying to break it in media journalism. He's either decapitating himself, or in terms of a future in journalism, or he's freaking onto something and he's going to get hired by whatever conglomerate. But he's like gone like that kid has gone silent. Former players are coming out like there's no truth to this. This guy's a liar. It's like it's a soap opera, which is good because the Bears are 0-2 and they play Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs this weekend. I don't know. More entertaining off the field stuff than all these freaking crazy rumors. Now, some of the rumors, I shouldn't say that, because if the rumors are true, it's not good at all. But like, what in the hell is going on with the Chicago Bears? So that's a story that, unfortunately, I'm a Bears fan. My prediction at the beginning of the season was the Bears would win 11 games, win the NFC North, and win a playoff game. I take all that back. I think the Bears have a better chance of getting the number 1 draft pick again. They also get Carolina's number 1 draft or first round draft pick than the Bears winning 11 games. So, tough times in Chicago. Joe Caprino says, did you see WWE ended their partnership with Panini? Yeah, basically the same as what happened with NFLPA. Darren Rovell tweeted something out. Let's see. Rovell say. Here we go. Present. Share screen. So Darren Rovell said, Justin, 2 weeks ago, the WWE terminated Panini for breach of contract with 2+ years left. The WWE says Panini, which is still selling product, is now in violation and will seek an injunction. Fanatics, which had a deal starting in 2026, is expected to get rights immediately. Holy moly. I guess I'm not surprised. And WWE is under new ownership also. They're merged with UFC under whoever owns them now. Crazy. Henry says Panini is fizzling. Yes, they are. 0-3. Harlan says, so is Tyson Bagent the new Bears number 2 quarterback? He and I are both Shepherd College grads. Very cool. I think he's been the number 2. I think they broke camp with him as the number 2. But I don't know if he was he number 2 on the depth chart last week? It was weird. Like, they kind of came out in somebody closer to the depth chart's going to be updated now. Bears depth chart versus Packers week 1. Is that going to say? Okay, so here was the depth chart. So for the opening game, Nathan Peterman was the number 2 for the opening game against the Packers. So Nathan Peterman was the backup in week 1. Who did they play last week? The Buccaneers. Let's see. Bears depth chart for week 2. Nathan Peterman has been the number 2 quarterback. So now Tyson Bagent is the number 2. The Bears don't have a number 3. The Bears do not have a number 3 quarterback. They have Justin Fields and Tyson Bagent. So Tyson is the new number 2. And Nathan Peterman is looking for a new job. Hall of Fame card collector, what's up? Good morning. We are doing well. Dorky Angler, if Panini even tried it all, then maybe they wouldn't have lost everything. Yeah, what a disaster Panini became. Peterman was whom they cut. Yes. Yep. And they cut Peterman. So yeah, Peterman's been the number 2 the last first two games of the season. And now Tyson Bagent takes over as the number 2. So crazy times in Chicago. Flawed Thinker says, although it pains me as a Redskins fan, I have the Giants winning it all. Maybe that comeback win will give them confidence. We will see. So today is Thursday. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget this Saturday and Sundays, the Midwest premiere at the Indoor Sports Center down in Loves Park, which is next to Rockford. I'll be there with my bargain boxes in tow, quarter boxes, dollar boxes. I'll have some supplies also. What else we got going on? Check out my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Link also in the description. Buy 7 or more at regular price, and you'll save 25% at checkout. I'm going to do some, I think I'm going to throw some Trout and Ohtani that I found in a box that I didn't know I had. Throw some Trout and Ohtanis in my store today. I'm going to throw some other random shit in my eBay store. So check that out. Always some good deals to be found. And the next Madison Card Show is the end of the month, Saturday, September 30th at the Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 125 dealer tables. So that's a week from Saturday, the Madison Card Show at the Sheraton Hotel. Small Town Collectible says Bengals 0-2 to Super Bowl champs. Heard it here first. There you go. I like it. Bold, but I like it. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back on. Hey, tomorrow's a free-for-all Friday. That means we're going to play Name That Player on tomorrow's show. So let's give you a preview. Who's got the lead? We've got our buddy Max in first place. Big lead for Max, 19 points. Flawed Thinker has 10. Uncle Rich has 7. Harlan with 6. Card Hobbyist has 5. Scotty Dubs and Terry McDaniel with 4 points apiece. Philly Joe and the Minneapolis Kid with 3 points apiece. Flipping Sports Guy, Diego, PK Steinberg, Mark Marinello, Kin, SoCal Guy 67, and Merle with 1 point apiece. We will play Name That Player tomorrow morning on the Free-for-All Friday. I don't know what we'll play with tomorrow. What do I have over here? Oh, nothing. I'm going to have to restock my packs. Or maybe we'll just do I think we did a pack last week, so maybe we'll just do I'll just grab some random stuff, random cards. That seems more fun when we grab random stuff. Before we wrap it up, Small Town Collectible says non-bias. Who's getting the wild card spots in the NL? Phillies, D-backs, Reds. So my thought is Phillies are going to get the number 1 spot. D-backs are going to get the number 2 spot. Cubs are going to sneak into that number 3. That's my thought. Kyle says, starting to think the way the chips are falling, it won't be long, and I'll be collecting Topps or Bowman NASCAR cards. Does Fanatics really care about NASCAR? Although, does Panini have the NASCAR license? Though Panini might not even do baseball cards. They might just stick to stickers over in Europe. They're like, we're done with cards. I don't know. Maybe that's a little extreme. Dorky Angler says, prepare for your Dale Earnhardt Jr. Bowman first cards. Yep. Richard Petty, first Bowman, Chase. There you go. Love it. All right. Now I'm going to go. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central for Free for All Friday and Name That Player. We'll see you then.